Hello. It's Thursday. That last clip was of me doing work and researching my dissertation, which I have been doing, and now is the time that I will talk about my dissertation. So, for the end of this course that I'm on at the moment, I have to write an 8,000 word dissertation. Lots of people have to do more than that, so on my undergrad I didn't do one because of the undergrad that I took. It was very practical, and I basically made a short film instead, which you may or may not be able to find a link to in the description, depending on how I feel. So I've never written one of those before, and it's been kind of daunting. I've been trying to find like a subject to write this dissertation about, and I've only just come up with it. So I've had an idea pretty much since December that I want to write about something between the relationship between directors and stage management and how that informs the process. And I basically spent, well, I'd like to say I spent 3 months researching it. I haven't. I've been busy. I've spent this month's researching it, and I know it's only the 9th. That might be giving myself too little credit. Like, since I finished working on Coram Boy, I've been researching my diss. And I've been looking around, I've been reading books about stage management, I've been reading other stuff, and then I found this one article that I was waiting on that came in earlier this week. I had to request access to that because of copyright and stuff, but I finally got it. And then I started looking at the bibliography for that paper, and And basically this led me down a long rabbit hole when today, like half an hour ago, I finally figured out what I wanted to write my dissertation about. So currently, and this is subject to change and probably will change because it's not due till September, and I'm going to go and get feedback on it hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, if I can talk to my supervisor. But the moment the dissertation is about the assumptions that directors make about stage management. So I've been through and reading a lot of books about directing, which I've done before. I did a director's module in my undergrad. And I've been going through and trying to pick out what they say about stage management. There are some that say absolutely nothing, and there are some that are very complimentary, which is nice. And the trend I found at the moment is that there's a lot of the newer material is like, stage management's really important and you should be nice to them because otherwise they won't come back and then you won't have anyone to run the show, as opposed to a lot of stuff written kind of towards the beginning of the 2000s in the last century that's like, stage management are there and you can kind of kick them and they'll do what you tell them to do. Which to an extent is true, but also is like, then people hate you and don't want to work with you again. So yeah, I have until September. I've got 6 months. Fuck. I got 6 months to fully research and write that and then hand it in. I did a good couple hours work. That makes it sound like I did like 2 hours and called it a day. I got up and started working. I was working up here, but I don't do too well working in the same space that I play my video games in. I wonder why. And then I moved downstairs and really got some work done. So I've spent maybe 4 hours just researching, which now I'm all burned out up here. So I'm gonna play video games now because I've earned it. I figured out what I want my dissertation about, and goddamn, am I gonna relax for the rest of the day. Next, what was I going to say next for? Later, we're actually going back to Owens to watch Mando episode 2, which is neat, and I'm excited about, because that means the series can actually get going for once, and we'll find out what it's actually about. Well, we know what it's actually about, but we can see how the plot's going to go. I'm going to take it easy, and then later we're going to see the boys. I guess this could count as spoilers. Oops, lol. I wasn't gonna. I was like, I'm gonna talk about this episode and not spoil it, and then I filmed the fucking concept art like an idiot. Like, I guess that's spoilers.
So basically, in the plot of the most recent Mandalorian episode,
I was just gonna talk about like how it was neat and we enjoyed it, and then I was like, oh, lol, oops.
My favourite part was that part where the Mandalorian wore his helmet. That was my favourite part. That was such a good, like, non-spoiler. There's really not much in this episode that happened that I can say without spoiling it, I'm not gonna lie.
I like the bit where Din just grabbed Grogu and just ripped his head straight off.
That's true.
yeah,
I like how
I
little
liked that
light there
bit
is.
too.
I like how little light there is in this shot. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
It sure was neat.
Yeah, next week's gonna be even better,
Even neater.
even neater.
We're gonna have to watch it while we're at Nottingham.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a
we
little
are.
date.
Yeah.
Me and you are gonna have a little date because these fuckers are going away.
Yeah.
So we can watch it Wednesday night before we get because you're staying here.
Truth.
I'm still streaming, so.
We'll have a date still.
Yeah.
Me and you. Me and you will have a little date.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just how I like it, honestly.